Hello, everyone. I'm Pamela Smith, Communications Director for the Little Rock School District, and it is indeed our pleasure to welcome you to a very brief citation program. We normally have this event every single month, but we have a community meeting immediately following this, so we're inviting all of you who are here. You didn't know there was a trick, did you? We're inviting all of you who are here, if you'd like to stay with us after the citation program, to please feel free to do so you can hear some important news and information about the district. But this is absolutely one of the highlights of our month when we get to acknowledge and recognize outstanding students and staff, because we indeed do have excellence throughout the Little Rock School District. So we didn't want this month to go by without acknowledging a few of our outstanding staff and students. At this time, we're going to remind you that we are broadcasting this live on LRSDTV.org. We also air this on Comcast Channel 4, UVerse Channel 99, and we are streaming on YouTube. So if you have family anywhere in the United States or beyond, you're welcome to let them know that you're on TV right now. You can give them a shout out and let them know to watch. We also want to remind you that this will be rebroadcast on LRSDTV.org, and all you have to do is visit the website to get the schedule, and you'll be able to keep up with us. So again, as I mentioned to you, immediately after this event, we will roll right into our community meeting, and we strongly encourage all of you to remain here to hear from Superintendent Wright. We're calling this Community Connections and Conversations. And conversations means it's a two-way street, so you get to hear from him, and we get to hear from you as well. We're proud to celebrate our first honoree, who is not only a standout teacher. I got a chance to hear a little bit more about him this evening. He is a special ed teacher. All of our teachers are special, but he has a heart for special ed students. And we are very proud that he not only represents inside the classroom, but he is a community-minded individual as well. He has a barber's license, and he is committed to making sure our students not only feel good, but they look good, because sometimes if you don't look quite like you'd like to, that might actually influence how you feel. But he's committed to making sure that students have the opportunity to be their very best selves while they are at the Little Rock School District. So we're honored this evening to recognize Mr. Jacoby Cook, who is a special ed teacher at Baseline. And we're going to ask Superintendent Wright to come on up to shake your hand, and you can take a photo with Mr. Cook. And I bet Mr. Cook is not shy, but this immediately caught our attention when they posted. They didn't show the student's face, but they showed him doing a haircut for a student at the school, and we thought that was so special, because sometimes it's that one, come here very quickly, it's that one special little thing that can mean all the difference in the world to a child. So, Mr. Cook,
What are you doing?
I didn't say you had to say anything, but just talk about why you decided to donate your time being a barber as well.
Well, he actually was talking to me about it last year, because I was there for I think I did like a 90-day contract. You know, the kids was picking on him. He did come to school with his haircut wasn't right. And, you know, I don't have no hair now, but when I was younger, you know, I had some of the same struggles, you know, and I ain't have nobody to actually rescue me. You know, it wasn't nobody that would volunteer that time to give me a decent haircut, so I just decided to do it for him, and it did change. You can see in his personality that he felt good about himself. And, you know, I'm in SPED. I'm getting my master's. I got in my MAT program. And one thing they talk about is that if you're going to teach to a kid, first you got to be able to connect with them. It's going to be kind of hard to actually he actually one of my students too, so it's kind of hard to actually get to know him, get to teach to him without actually providing stuff personally that he needs. So at Baseline, we try to focus more on, because the environment that we, the school in, we try to not only focus on education, but also like the social part of the kid, to try to meet needs, to make them feel comfortable in a place where they can learn. So that's why I did it.
Well, you are awesome. We're so proud of you. Thank you so much. And his proud principal is here, Ms. Pamela Freeman and family. Thank you all. I got a chance to meet JR, and I'm going to get in trouble. Bella. little Miss Jacoby. But anyway, thank you so much for being here, and thank you for being a part of the Little Rock School District family. And that really exemplifies what we all ought to be about, is making a difference for students, whatever it takes. As the superintendent says, all means all. So thank you very much, and congratulations again. We're very excited about that. So from one cook to another, we are excited to celebrate this cook's tennis team, as in Miss Leandra Cook. Ms. Cook is the tennis coach at Central High School, and she is known for guiding, motivating, and cultivating champions, which brings us to this recognition this evening. Congratulations to Caroline Laisley. Come on up, Caroline. And Kushi Patel. They won the doubles division 6A state and clinched the runner-up trophy, and we're so proud of them. And guess what? They are both juniors, so we get to hold on to them for one more year. Isn't that exciting? Congratulations to these outstanding young ladies, their coach, and their principal, none other than Miss Nancy Rousseau. And of course, parents, we're glad that you are here to help recognize your students as well. Congratulations and thank you. Keep those winning ways. That's what we've come to expect from Central. Also, speaking of Central, this young man is just about as perfect as it gets. What do I mean about that? By that? Well, he scored a perfect 36 on his ACT. That's right. And it's not just one category, but every category he was perfect. I asked him how he accomplished this, and I guess he wants to keep it a secret because he's kind of shy. He didn't want to speak, but we're going to ask Aaron Liu to come up so we may recognize him. So now you want to know how rare this statistic is? According to reports, perfection on the ACT is so rare that only 0.2% of all test takers achieve a perfect score. And in a recent year of testing, roughly 1.9 million students took the ACT, and of those students, only 3,700 plus students achieved a perfect score. And guess who's among those perfect scores? What's the average score you might be interested in knowing? 21. The ACT is scored on a scale from 1 to 36 in each of the subject areas, and as I mentioned to you, Aaron made a perfect score in all of the sub areas, and as you might also imagine, he is one of our National Merit semifinalists, so we will be honoring him along with our other National Merit semifinalists, commended scholars, and principal scholars on November 7th, so mark your calendar for that, Aaron. And you won't have to speak then either. Just come and take a picture. So let's give him another round of applause. Congratulations. And maybe you will share some of your tips, test-taking tips, because I'm sure some parents and some students would be interested to know. Representing Little Rock Southwest is Miss Bria Green here. Okay, well, we will make sure that we get to acknowledge her. And you know what? I forgot to show you the pictures of our wonderful tennis lady, so let's show that picture. Awesome. And then this is Miss Green. We will hopefully get to acknowledge her at another time. She was featured on THV 11 as the sole golf player, the golf team. She is a team of one at Little Rock Southwest High School. She did a fantastic job at being interviewed, and then she's also going to be recognized for being a leader at the Clinton School. So we will follow up with her to make sure she is recognized at another time here at our citation program. So now we are on to I believe our final honorees this evening. A number of schools have gardening programs. And so we're going to talk about greens of the edible variety right now. She was Bria Green, so you get it? Greens. I know. Dr. Roddy's like, stop with all of that, please, stop. And the students are saying, how corny. Ms. Russo knows a little bit about corniness because she does jokes every Friday. So we're in the same company. We love corny jokes. At any rate, we have a number of schools that have gardening programs, but some have a growing reputation. I'm sorry, I couldn't help myself. And the schools we're referencing were just celebrated as 2022 Arkansas Grown School Garden of the Year award recipients. Governor Hutchinson has proclaimed October as Arkansas Farm to School Month, and the proclamation was celebrated at Pinnacle View Middle School recently as part of nationwide efforts to connect schools, early childhood educational sites, and other organizations with farms to bring local healthy food to our children. So we are very proud to recognize Pinnacle View Middle School as the best overall school garden recipient. Let's give them a nice round of applause as they come up to take a photo. Pinnacle View students, come right up. Don't be shy. Well, we will definitely make sure that everyone is recognized individually. And we're going to ask the teacher to come over and very quickly just share a bit about what this award means for the school. Did you bring eggs? That's what I want to know. They have eggs over there. They have homegrown eggs, chicken-laid eggs, fresh eggs.
I sat in the car.
Eggs, right? Where else do they come from?
I sat in the car on the way over here. Oh, I forgot my eggs. I was going to bring you some. This is only our second year. We started our garden last year, and it was such a big hit. The kids love it. I love it. The chickens, not so much. They are stressed out every day from kids chasing them around. But we've learned so much, and not only are the kids enjoying growing food and taking care of the chickens, but I think they're learning how to take care of themselves, how to become sustainable. I just hope that, I know that teaching middle school, we plant a lot of seeds. We don't get to see them come to fruition because they're long gone by the time that happens. So I'm hoping that we're not only planting, actual seeds, but we're planting some seeds of thought in these kids that they will be able to sustain themselves if they need to in the future or help other people in the future.
Thank you very much.
Thanks.
And congratulations. Very proud of you. Also to be celebrated on the other side of town, but a very dedicated program with an outstanding leader as well, Miss Gina Curry, and Chico Elementary and Early Childhood Center Best Harvest Partnership School Garden. Come on up, Chico students, so we may acknowledge you and Miss Curry. Oh, and this is the leader of the farm program, and I'm sorry, I forgot your name, but you can come over and introduce yourself and then share a bit about your program at Chico. I did have the benefit of getting some peppers and a few other garden items from Chico. I can't remember what they were, but I was so excited to know that the schools were actually growing those items, and then they have a farmer's market, which is pretty cool as well. So if you don't mind coming over and sharing, remind everyone about your name and then share a bit about your program.
Yeah, so my name, the students refer to me as Mr. Joseph. I'm Joseph Lara. I'm a garden educator at Chico Elementary. Our program is also pretty new, so we did start last year. Farm Corps was there establishing our garden. I'm with Food Corps. I'm there kind of doing the teaching and maintaining the garden. Produce you might have gotten, we had a lot of cucumbers in the summer, a lot of okra, a lot of peppers too. We've been very productive. Admittedly, with the heat, some of our plants haven't done as well. And then what we do is we teach the kids about gardening, sustainability, and then kind of a basic nutrition coursework. So, yeah.
Well, thank you very much for being here. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations also, Ms. Curry. I should also mention to you, as a result of these schools receiving this recognition, Chico also got a $500 award, and Pinnacle View got a $1,000 award. So congratulations again. Do we have any other students here this evening that we did not recognize? All right, well, before we close, we have just a couple of announcements. Immediately following this program, as I mentioned to you, we have the Community Connections and Conversation with Dr. Wright. Don't switch me yet, Dennis. Thank you. Okay, thank you. We got somebody in the sky. At any rate, we're going to remind you that we have 2 more meetings this quarter. Oh, he was sharing with me his screen. Okay, Dennis, go ahead. I created a screen too, but go right ahead. You can share that now. At any rate, we have 2 more meetings this quarter. One will be on November 3rd at Pulaski Heights United Methodist Church, and then, well, he's let me, well, he didn't have my dates on there. Okay, so November 3rd at Pulaski Heights United Methodist Church, and then November 14th at Lifeline Baptist Church, and the meetings start at 5:30 p.m. So don't forget to follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook. We also have an Instagram page. Lots of exciting things happening at the Little Rock School District, and we need for you to be our brand ambassadors to help us share our story, because we do have a wonderful story to tell. Thank you again for joining us this evening. We remind you that if you'd like to stay for the Community Connections and Conversation with Dr. Wright, we encourage you to do that. We also have cake in the lobby. We always get the students sugared up and send them home with you parents, because we can't eat all of that cake, and we'll just have them bouncing off your walls instead. So thank you again for being here, and remember, you can catch this again on lrsdtv.org, and you can watch it anytime on our YouTube channel. Have a great evening. Okay, everybody. Check, check.